Hey guys, I'm so happy to finally do a makeup video for you guys. If you want to see how I get this look, just carry on watching and I'll show you guys everything I use. So this is me completely barefaced. I have had my brows microbladed. I'm going to link everything and everyone below so you guys can access it if you guys want to. So what I'll do is moisturize it up. Then I use this Nivea SPF 30. Primer depends on what I'm doing on the day or where I'm going, and that will depend on what primer I use. I usually go for Vitamin E Bobbi Brown or MAC. They're the two that I use. I usually use this more in the daytime and this for evening looks. This is my favourite part, it's the foundation part. I always love trying new makeup. My kind of look, I like soft glam, and that's like kind of my everyday look. I like it when it's matte and full coverage. So these are the ones I've been using. Today I'm going to use NARS, and this one is shade Syracuse. Okay guys, I forgot to say I usually have this with me. It's not scented, and I usually use it before I use my makeup brush, just to make sure it's a little bit more clean. And then what I do is make sure I shake it like this. 3 pumps on it. Then I use a beauty blender. I like full coverage, so sometimes I go in with 2 layers of foundation, but it really depends on the day or what I'm doing. What I do is I usually wait for a few minutes for this to just dissolve into the skin. I don't know the technical terms, guys. I don't do makeup, this is just what I do every day. And then after I've waited for like a few minutes, usually, I go in with a second coat and I just do about 2 pumps. And I have quite a few pigmentations here and scars from when I had acne before. So I just like to make sure that's covered. Okay, so the next step I use is concealer. I've been using Hourglass. I've also been using Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This is a bit light for me, so I've been mixing it with this, and I just love how creamy both of these are. And then I use this lighter colour, and then I just go in between like this. After I've highlighted my point, I also use my beauty blender again, and then I blend that all in. Okay, so once the highlighter is on, it looks really funny right now because it's not blended in. I use contour, and I've gone through so many contour sticks, but I like it when it's creamy and blendable. If it's not blendable and creamy, it gets really muddy and patchy. So I've been using Hourglass, and this one is shade Almond. So next thing I do is blend it in. I'm using this. I don't know what one it is, but it's from Morphe. So when I go like this, there's some like moisture from here, and it wets the brush a little bit, again making it a bit more like moisturizing and blendable. And then when I do the contour here, I want to like blend it up like that. You can also dab it like this if you feel like your makeup's getting a bit streaky or the contour's getting a bit streaky, just dab it like that. It works more like a beauty blender when you dab. So next step, I blend my nose contour with a smaller brush so you get more definition and more control. This one is a Real Techniques brush, but again, it's falling off. I can't see what it is. And then you can always go back in with the beauty blender just to neaten it up. I always put on a little bit of Carms or lip moisturizer. Once I've done that, I'm going to do my brows because I don't want to set it straight away. I like the matte foundation to set a little bit itself before I set it. And I feel like that makes more of a matte look. Brows is my next step, and even though I don't set my foundation yet, I've still got a bit of powder on my brows before I actually do my brows. And I use Laura Mercier translucent powder. These are the products I use. I use Hourglass Arch eyebrow pencil. Also use, guys, all my stuff has rubbed off, I'm so sorry. But this is from MAC. I also use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pop. What I do is I just put in the brow hairs at the very beginning, from about here to here. I don't know if you can see there, but I've done the beginning of the brow in different directions. I just go underneath here like this. Next step, so when I use the brow pot, it's really important to not go in like that, but to go sideways like this. Like that. And then push off the excess like that, because then that way it sharpens the brush and you can get more detail when you're putting your brows on. So what I do is just follow my natural brow shape. I like for my brows to look a bit more straight rather than arch, so I just go straight across and I don't go any higher. It's done. I go again with my spoolie at the end and then I just blend it out just really lightly. I use this brow gel. I'm not too fussed on brow gels, I just usually use any brow gels, but I've been using this London brow gel. Now I set my face. What I use, so again I use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Put it on like that. And for the rest of the face that I'm not baking, I just use a big powder brush and then just go over. I never really put powder on the centre of my nose because I like a little shine there, so it's a bit more dewy and natural than a completely matte face. Okay guys, so it's coming along. I hope you're enjoying it so far. This is honestly my first makeup video and I've been asked a couple of times about it, but I've always been putting it off. So I hope you guys really enjoy it and let me know what you think or what other kind of videos you want to see. But yeah, I'm just going to carry on now, and the next part I'm going to use is contour. This is my favourite part when I use powder. It just really makes your face look a bit more chiseled and glowy and summery, which is my favourite kind of look. So when I use powder, I do not use this part of it. Only when I use like wet products, I clean my brush a bit. For this part, I've been using Sigma F40 angled brush, I'm guessing. It just really helps get into the corners. So I really like suggestions for contour, so please let me know what you guys love or what contour products you use, because I keep bouncing in between really muddy products, really patchy products, things that aren't as blendable. At the moment I am using Makeup Forever, which I do enjoy, but I do want to try other ones as well. But I've been kind of liking this one because it ain't like muddy. Top of the excess so it doesn't go on like really thick. And then I just go in light circular motions. Okay, so the next part is eyeshadow. I've been loving this palette. I picked it up in Selfridges and it's literally so pigmented. I was so shocked. I was like, oh, I really like oranges and shades of orange, so I just bought this palette. I kept this because I kept saying to myself, I'm gonna do a makeup video, I'm gonna do a makeup video, and I need to know the colours for you guys. So I just kept it, even though it's like gone through hell and back. Okay, so I used this Morphe E13 brush for eyeshadow. I love this one, it's so fluffy and soft. So the colours I use is called Savage, and it's this one here. What I do is, I put on the eyeshadow basically from here to here, and just cover the whole thing. I usually start off darker here though, and then just blend it from here upwards and outwards. So that's the base done. When I want a deeper shade here, I go to the colour below and it's called Major Hottie, and I was using this one, now I'm going to use this one. I also love that one sometimes, depending on the weather. I just go in the crease here a little bit deeper. Oh, I love that colour. And then I just blend it from this corner again upwards and outwards. Okay, so I use a smaller brush after. Guys, please don't judge me, this brush is a bit ruined. This one is from Sigma, and it says Eye Shading E55. And then what I do here is, I use a much lighter colour and I do a really thin line right under my eye. So I use a lighter colour and I do it with a smaller brush. I use a really thin line. I'm going to use this colour, the OG, and this one's a thinner one. I tapped off the excess, put a really thin line under my eye like this. Don't know if you can see the difference, but I can. And then just do it again to the other eye. Okay, so this is my favourite part. This is Barry M's Dazzle Dust. I've honestly been using this for about 5 years now, no joke. I always use the pinky colour and the orange colour and then the silvery colour. This one is 44914 and it's got like a pink tone to it. and it's so fine that it blends in so well. I feel like the other one has like really big glitter lumps. This one is called the Fine Dazzle Dust. So what I do is, I don't even put anything on the lid because the lid already has enough product, only a tiny bit because it goes a long way. And then I use this really small brush. I'm not even gonna try and see where it's from. Oh, this one is from Spectrum. So what I do is, I just use a bit on the side like that, on the top part of my eye here, which is like where I want my like crease to be on my eyelids. I don't know, but I'll show you. So I kind of dab it on and then blend it out. So it doesn't look as neat right now, but I'm going to go ahead and go in with the eyeshadow brush that I used before and then just blend out the line from glitter to eyeshadow. Once that is done, I curl my eyelashes. So once the eyelashes are curled, I always use mascara. I have really, really small eyelashes and they're not thick or long, but when I put on eyelashes, it makes it blend in a little bit more. So I'm using this mascara from MAC. I'm also not too picky on mascara. I just like it when it's long holding and it doesn't smudge. Once the mascara is on, I curl it again. I go in with my eyeliner. I'm so picky on eyeliners and I've tried so many, but the one that I do really like is this one from Sephora. It's called Black Ink Classic Line Felt Liner, and it's just waterproof and it doesn't smudge, it doesn't come off, and when you do want it to come off, it comes off easily. So I know Sephora isn't in the UK, but the one that is in the UK that I do like is the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner. It's a little bit longer, so you have to use it a bit more lighter, whereas this one's a bit more shorter, but I do like using both of these. Because we're in the UK, I'm going to use the Fenty liner, and this is what I do. I don't know if it's the right way, I feel like my eyeliner is always uneven, but I just go along with it anyway. I just bend my head sideways, and then I'll just do a flick upwards. Just one line upwards. So from this line, I make a triangle and I fill it in from this corner to here. So once I've done the liner here to here, I do my waterline, but I don't go above my eye here. I also like going in between my lashes so that when I put my eyelashes on, it kind of all blends in. Okay, so my eyeliner is done now. I never feel like it looks like completely even on either side, but you know, apparently like we're not like 100% even on either side anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so after my eyeliner is done, the next step I do is blusher and highlighter, but before that I just want to brush off any excess I have here from the powder and any eyeshadow, glitter and stuff like that. I use blusher. I use this brush from Elixir Beauty and it's the F04. It's like a contour brush, but I never used to be a blusher girl, but ever since I've tried it, I've just not stopped using blusher. But these are only two that I've been using so far, and they're both from NARS. This one is the shade Orgasm. So I feel like this one is a bit more pink and pigmented, and this one is a bit more natural. It's a bit less pink, which I do like, and it's more everyday. So what I do is go between these two colours, dab it like this, dab off the excess. This one is called the Hot Fix palette, by the way. It pulls off my cheek like this, and I just push it in. These two doesn't have glitter in. The NARS Orgasm does have glitter in, so I would always use this for nose, and I wouldn't use the glitter on for my nose. And then what I have left on the brush, I just go on my nose like this. Okay, so once my blush is done, I use a highlighter. This is my favourite part. I just love adding glow to a matte look. I'm using this brush, it's got a pointy end to it. It's by Black Canvas and it's the F15 brush. And it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This is a new one, but I've literally bought about 4 now, just because I've like loved it so much. And it lasts so long. This is the Glow Kit, it looks like this. And you have all these shades, and I like when it's really fine. So I use this shade and this shade. I dip gently into it, and then I tap off the excess. And very lightly, I just go on my cheekbones here in like circular motion, like this. Sometimes I go into this pink tone. If it's a bit more summery, go like this. And I just go. And then what's left on the brush, I go across my forehead like this. Just a little bit to add a bit of glow. The even finer brush is this Spectrum A13 brush, and I use this for my nose highlight. And for the nose highlight, I always use this colour here. It's called Summer. So I'm going to do this bit quite thin in the middle of my nose because I like a snatch nose. So I just go like this. I love using it. I love putting it on the tip of my nose and a little bit here. And once that is on, blend it out with my finger. So also put a little bit up here. And the next part I'm going to do is my lips, and I'm going to put my eyelashes on, and then any last finishing touches. Okay, lip products. I get asked about this quite a few times, but I always use the same few products, or I like switching between different shades. But what I usually do go for my everyday look is MAC lip pencil in the colour Soar. Once the outline is done, I just bring it down like that. I always pick between these few products depending on what I'm doing or what kind of look I fancy. I'm completely obsessed with these matte lips from Huda Beauty. I find that they're not drying. I feel like I've used matte ones before and it makes my lips so dry and flaky after, but these ones don't do that. So the colour I absolutely love is this one. It's Bombshell by Huda Beauty. It just makes everything a bit more pink and light. Sometimes I use Crush if I just want to put it right in the centre of my lips for a bit more highlighted lips. This is the gloss I use. I believe it's from Iconic London. This one is in the shade Nearly Nude. And then this one is from Matte and it's called Kinda Sexy. I like this one when I don't want it to look too matte but still kind of moisturised. Bombshell, I'll go here like this. Doesn't have to be neat because you can always blend it out. And then I use Crush and I put it just here. A more shadowed look, or you want your lips to look a bit more plumped, then I go again with my lip liner and I just go around the edges. Hey guys, we're nearly done. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm just gonna cut it down and put music over it and try and make it like as short as possible. What I'm gonna do next is just put on my eyelashes. Guys, I also cut my hair in quarantine. I had longer hair here, but then I just chopped it, so it might not be even, but we move. The next part I do is setting spray. I know I like a matte look, so I'll put powder over this again, but I like it when it kind of blends everything in a little bit more. I'm using this Murad Hydration Prebiotics Multi-Mist, and I really like Max Prep and Prime. I'm going to use Max Prep and Prime today, so I just want to make sure I shake it, go far away. I always use the fan to dry it. I go into the powder again, go over the bits that I want to stay matte. The last part is eyelashes. I don't know why I always do this last, because I just think it finishes the look. Sometimes because I'm so picky with eyelashes because I really like it wispy and not too thick. I always change these as well, so I'm always open to any suggestions. I really did like Luxy lashes, based in LA. So when I'm in the UK, I usually go for Huda Beauty lashes, House of Lashes. I really like trying these new ones, but at the moment, because we're in quarantine, I've been buying these from ASOS, which I absolutely love as well. They're exactly how wispy I like them. These are from a brand called Dainty Prima Lash, but I'm going to link these below so you guys can buy it if you want. Also had this pack that I've kind of finished. This one is the basic 5-pair lashes, and I always make it shorter. I did wear these yesterday, not gonna lie, but I already cut them down quite a lot because I like it when you can still see the tick at the end of my eye. So I'll just go ahead and put these on. With eyelash glue, I usually use Duo adhesive lash glue with the black, but I can't find it right now, so I'm gonna use this one that I bought from LA Super Store. It's like a drugstore. This one is called Strip Lash Adhesive. It's just black, and I always get black ones because it just blends in. I also use these tweezers to help you put your eyelashes on, so you can just put it on like that. And the key to put on an eyelashes is to make sure it's dry enough, so it can just go on and there's not much movement after. After about 60 seconds, this is when I put my eyelashes on, and I just grab it like this and then place it on like that. Okay, so when the lashes is on, you can go over with an eyeliner, over any glue that's a bit grey, or you want it a bit more black. So this next step, I don't always do, it's just mascara, and I put it on my lower lashes. Okay guys, so I think that's my makeup look done. I just want to quickly say, when I go out, I usually bring this with me. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish airbrush. I get it in the shade medium too, and it's the best thing ever. Instead of using this to top up, I use this to top up when I'm out and I get a bit sweaty, or I just want it to look a bit more matte. I also really want to recommend a brush for when I go out. I can't find it, but it's retractable and it's from Real Techniques, and it just doesn't touch your bag, so you can bring it out with you and it just doesn't get your brush dirty. But I'm just going to use this one for now. And when I'm out, I just go like this, and then I'll just go where I want it to be matte again. That's what I do when I go out. I also do at the end of my makeup look sometimes to completely take away shine, but that's it. Okay, so this is my makeup look. Okay, so that's my everyday makeup routine. I do change that look depending on my outfit, my eyeshadow, or the colours I'm wearing. I also do different looks when I go out at night. It's just a bit more glam. I've put all the links below of the products that I use, and this is genuinely what I do for my makeup every day. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. It's literally my first video, and I'm so happy that I did it for you guys. So let me know what you think or what other videos you want to see.